Hi, everybody, and welcome back. So, last night I went to Bible study. First off, my apologies. I know I can't hear you, but one thing I hope we can practice is just doing a check in. I don't know what time you're listening to this, I don't know how your day is going so far, but just do a self check in. See where your shoulders are. Are they a little high up? A lot of us don't notice, but our shoulders are really high up due to just the life stressfulness. And this is something where I had the pleasure of going to a mindfulness class to help with students. And when we got there, they're like, this is actually not for your students. This is for you. Your boss must have noticed you were a little stressed. Or it could be that they want to bring a calmness to the culture, and they felt that you will be the one to be more open to accept it. And this is way before mindfulness took off. So one thing she was like, oh, your shoulders are up to your ears. And I was like, no, it isn't. I'm perfectly fine. And it was because she's like, I was late getting there. The instructor was late getting there. But when she got there, I was like, I don't care because I'm not at work. I'm at a conference. And, well, I was at a conference. I don't know why I did quotes. Probably because I really enjoy conferences. But she's all the whole time I was in there, I was yelling, I was using the few, how do we call them? Word enhancers. We definitely shouldn't use it at the church though. And she's all, I had her to just accept I'm going to be late. Sit back, stop weaving in and out. Acknowledge you're going to be late. Take that responsibility and accountability that this was on you. And I took some deep breaths and I let my shoulders relax. I got in tune with my body. So when she walked in and she was so calm, I wasn't upset, but I could tell a lot of people were. I loved it because her calmness, she taught us how to be that way. I think we have a culture where looking stressed means you're doing something. Looking tired means you're working hard. Being calm means you're lazy. No, you know who's calm? Rich people. Yeah. So I want you to just do a quick check with yourself. How are you feeling? How's your shoulders feel? How's your feet feeling, your socks? How's your calves feel? Just focus on you for a moment. And if you can, take a few deep breaths. One thing I like to do is like to imagine that anything of anxiety or anything that's troubling, fear, because God didn't give that to us. That's what we just let simmer in here. I like to pretend like it's either getting in my gut or in my head. And when I breathe in deep, I release it as like a smoke or a red smoke like leaving my body. And therefore, I do that before I go into prayer or into any study. I'll do that before I go record these. I do it when I got to make life's decisions that not only affect me, but affect others. Because I need to have a clear hearing, an opening channel, so that when God speaks to me, I'm not having a foggy mess of it all. So I hope you're doing well after that. Speaking of fog, today we got some June gloom. Yay. I don't want fogginess in me. I don't want brain fog, but I do love June gloom. I love fog. I love cold. I love the Alaskan weather. I've been to Alaska, so I can say that. I will be going back, and next time I go back, I won't have to worry about anything. That's for another day, future day. But I'm doing a new series. It's still the same one where we're following my journey. I'm doing the best I can to show you what I got, and if something drops, I'll give it to you. This time, we're going to start with scripture. Let me just get into the word. Let's go. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, Everyone knows this verse. It's a common verse. It's on mugs. It's on everything. It's a good verse. No, it's not John 3:16, but it is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Now, if you're watching this and go, I don't know that verse, it's okay, because this happens a lot in church with me. They're like, everybody knows this verse, everyone, and people will start saying the verse, and I've heard of it, but I'm like the singer in the choir. I'm getting the subject, but my words ain't 100. So I stay quiet, but I know what you talk about. I know what we sing it, you know. But I'm going to read straight from here. So once again, the verse is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Now, what does that mean? Trust in the Lord. Lean not unto your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. It seems simple enough. But in reality, when I've been in this situation before, like I said, I felt I needed to make decisions. I needed to do certain things. I would, like I said, apply for 10, 20 jobs. I wouldn't just take a moment to sit and reflect on what just happened in my life. I looked at it with worldly lenses on. I was fired. You need to find a new job. You need to move on. You need to do this. I never took the step back to go, time out. Spiritually, why are you at peace? You just got fired. I didn't let that settle. I thought it was just me being lazy, or, ooh, I finally get a break. I got to get into another job that's going to give me the same horrors, as we say. Not horrors, but you know what it is when you wake up, you just, ugh. So in this one, this time, like I said, this time's different. The peace came. The peace stayed. The peace has not left. Have I been attacked with anxiety and fear? One night. Ever since then, the sleep has been amazing. You know how good it was? I went to the gym and thought I could do 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. I got to 10. And then I started to sweat profusely, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I felt like I was going to fall off of Mount Everest, because I know it looks like I'm 6'7" on here. But honestly, I'm in the fives, the lower fives. I'm 5 foot, period. I know I look extremely tall. It's an effect. It's the hair. So when I'm on that thing, and if you've never seen a Stairmaster, I think it's pretty big. To me, I look at it and I'm like, that's Mount Everest. It took me 4 weeks, I think, before I even tried to attempt to go on there. And I did it for 5 minutes and I called it quits. But I did it for 10. Why? Because God gave me peaceful sleeps. Man, he made me feel like there's a lady at our church, when she talks, it sounds like she could command anything because she knows the authority God has given her. I felt like that on the Stairmaster. I woke up and, you're going to go on the Stairmaster and you're going to conquer that Stairmaster and you're going to do great things. Why? Because God said you got it. I channeled that. I can't even get her voice, but when I need to, those who know, you know who I'm talking about. Look at our COPIM. You'll know too. She's on there. She's great. Her and her sister, both chef's kiss. Anyways, getting back, I'm getting so sidetracked because the Lord's just giving me a lot of stuff right now, and I'm just excited because my peace has stayed with me. It usually leaves because I am panic decision making, or I'm just not listening or giving my will to God's will. And this time I am. So in this part of my life, I like to call it faithful preparation. And I'm going to look at my notes because last night he didn't record it because he wanted to teach us. But man, Bishop, it looked like it sounded like he was talking straight to me. And I want to say Bishop talking straight to me. God was using Bishop to deliver what I needed to hear. It was Joseph, but also the Joseph story, I never thought of hearing it that way. And also Sarah and Abraham, and how God's promise has to complete. Whether you participate or not, it cannot come back void. God's promises are scared to go back to it with empty hands. So it doesn't. It's going to happen. And so I don't even want to mess it up. I gotta look really dive deep into those notes, but I will come back to that one. But I love how it's in this is spiritual. You had to lose something to gain much. You had to lose something to gain a lot more. And that was it. I'm not running back to what he's taken from me because he has more in store. And one part of that is peace. So what does mean when you have peace and you put scripture, word aligned actions with scripture? So here, trust in the Lord all your heart. Do not lean into your understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. One way you know for sure that you are working in God's path is peace. Even when it's silent, there is a peace you get that you can't get nowhere else. No spa, no pedicure, no massage can give you the peace that God gives you. When you wake up and you sleep, and when you're doing it, you just feel peaceful. You just feel encouraged. You're not dwindling on how I feel. I'm more of like, I hope I connect with someone out there to either do something, to dive deeper in, to move in your purpose. And the risk of following the Lord is only good could come towards it. Yes, you're going to come towards you. Yes, you're going to deal with trials or tribulations, but he's going to help you endure because you pray for it. God never just sends you out there. And that comes to this part, the action part. My faithful preparation is action. Before I was let go, I made 2 YouTube videos. I didn't have anything fancy. I still don't. And they're a bit, and it was all going to be about education. And I was like, ooh, we're hitting summer, and I'm going to drop a YouTube channel about education. Smart timing. But every time I filmed it, it wasn't right. I didn't feel this. Then what happened. But before I got laid off, fired, kind of what it is, if it's fired, I purchased an audio mic, which means, oh, we're seriously going to try to do this thing. Yeah, God's telling me you are meant to do this. And I was like, okay. So I purchased a mic. And I didn't purchase the cheap mic. I went for the more expensive one. So the next day when I went into work and they laid me off, I came home and I said, I can't wait till my mic gets here so I can start creating. What? You bought something expensive the day before you laid off. Now your financial woohoos should be like a thing. No. Because God already said, we doing this. I just didn't know that he was like, oh no, we're just doing this. And peace, the peace with that. Making these videos is peace. Connecting with you guys is peace. Being able to go to Bible study in person and see my church family, everyone was like, what you doing here? It's Wednesday. I'm sorry. That made me laugh. I mean, actually, a couple of times people were like, what are you doing here? It's Wednesday. Even if I was laid off, it's summer. I always go. And so I love my church family. I love my church. I'm sorry. You're going to hear me say that quite often. Because I never thought I'd be a person to say I love church. We'll go into a real backstory and how I'm come from my grandpa was my first pastor. Rest his soul. I believe part of my promise was because of his prayers over my mom, our family, then his grandkids. I know that man had a heart like David. It was Alvin White's heart, but he was for He was 100% for God. I never questioned where, who he was praising and where he was going when he left this earth. And so, and I'm glad he's up there, hopefully. I know he's very proud of me. I just wish, anyways, we're leaving that subject. Ain't no time for tears and stuff. But peace is often a quiet indicator that you're exactly where God wants you to be. Even if it's quiet, is exactly where he wants you to be. Another thing is, peace is a great guidance to tell you, keep going, even though I haven't showed you the whole picture. Keep going, even though I'm not revealing the big plan. And a lot of us, we struggle with that. Where someone call it the mystery of God. That's the only time God's a little mysterious. He won't show you a step. He kind of keeps the picture, a little hidden. Sometimes he hides it all the way because, honestly, let's be real. A lot of us don't think we're equipped to do what God calls us to do. Because God doesn't call you for some little plans. God calls you to some extraordinary things. Can you imagine being a kid and God says you're going to lead a church, you're going to be a bishop, you're going to pray over the people, you're going to bring people into the kingdom? Yeah, I'm at my desk, Lord. Huh? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so this is what I'd like you to do. Yeah, he can't drop all of that. If the Lord told me, let's make it make sense. Here we go. The Lord at work just came and said, hey, I want you to quit your job today, right now. And I want you to start a YouTube channel. Someone who doesn't even like social media. You like YouTube though, because it's storytelling. I love people who tell their stories. Yeah, I want you to do that right away. You don't need to buy a camera, just use your phone. We'll get to that later. But that's what I want you to do. All right? Okay, so get up, just put your stuff away, and let's go home and start making some videos. I would have been like, okay, it must be close to lunch because I'm thinking weird stuff. Not knowing I did not put my faith into God. I did not put my faith into the being who created the universe, not just the earth, the universe. I did not believe that he was talking to me. That's not for me. That's for someone who has great social skills and great storytelling and the life of wonder. I'm at the school eating Cheetos. What are you talking about? But God qualifies the unqualified. He's God. Stop putting limits on him. Sorry, that's me. Stop putting limits on him. You stop putting limits on him too. Quit putting limits on your life. I mean, these stories in here, the things that the people did back then with no technology, no AI, no tools. They just had God. They parted seas with a staff. They saw a burning bush. I mean, technically, Moses was the first one to download from the cloud, but you get that joke. Hey, man, there was some that rose from the grave. That's Jesus. So I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real. There's, like I said, God is just, I'm excited. I think I'm excited because I'm getting a sense I'm excited. Because we are as a Christian kingdom. We're going to be able to uplift each other for real this time. We're going to build a community where it is human nature to judge. But it's going to start getting quiet. That judgment heart, that hardened heart. I don't think you guys, I hope I'm portraying through this camera that I really want the best for you. And this time, I want the best for me. I deserve it. You deserve it. We deserve it. We've been working hard at doing what's right in the world. We've been keeping our values. We've been praying, fasting, reading. And God says there was a year where we had to work for it. But now he's going to show us this is the year of happiness. This is the year where I am going to pour out, and there's going to be financial shifts. There's going to be just a spiritual breakthrough in that person that was wondering, God, do you hear me? Do you love me? And there's going to be no doubt that he is real. Ooh, I hope I don't make a hot mess. Oh, well, we said we're going to be real and raw. And so there is more I want to say, but when he comes in and he hits my heart, I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to hide it. But there's going to be moments where hopefully I do get to share if the stuff he's been teaching me. I want to share it. And here's the thing. I don't want it just to be about me. Please put whatever in the comments. Make sure you're safe. No need to put your names or address, social security numbers. Please don't do that. I don't want that coming back at me. But put it in the comments. Like I said, you'd be surprised who's watching and viewing. I'm really serious about building a community. And so I'm going to make a video about how do you type on YouTube? Because a lot of people are asking me, how do you put comments in? How do you, share with each other? I'll make a video for that. I'll put it to today as well. So that's all I got for you guys today. That's all I got. I know it was a video all over the place. I literally wrote notes, prepared, and that went all out the window. Because the Lord's like, I pray to him and say, make your will go through. Have your will be done, Lord. This is not a channel about me. This is about your people. This is about showing how someone may struggle, how when you're in it, this is what it looked like for me. For me, and I want to make that very clear, for me, because God relationship is different with everyone. Some days God and I be having the most humorous, joking banter in the world with people like, you talk to Jesus like that? Absolutely. He has a great sense of humor. He created us. But then there's times where I'm just like, Lord, you doing now jokes that I'm not catching right now. But these are some jokes, right? This is a joke, right? No, you gonna do this. Oh, man, okay, all right. And that's my relationship with God. So yours may look different. You might be, going somewhere in the church. You might be called to go do something. You might be an intercessory prayer. You might be, now I can't even think of other people because now it's time to just go. I'm just overjoyed, overfilled. I hope you are today. And if you would like to help out me, this channel, please drop 5K in the... No, you don't have to do that. In fact, I'll make it easy and free. Just hit that subscribe button. That's all you got to do. And this helps me to create more content, more time to learn and edit. And it's completely free. You hit that subscribe button. You share it with others. You comment down below. You hit that like video. That's all I need to be done. And that is the best thing you could do for me. So without going on, I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you soon for the next one. Look, God is with us all day long. There is nothing that could come at you. Nothing could come against you. Because you got God. And even if you're like, I don't really know him, he knows you. And he loves you. Period. I'll see you next time. Have a beautiful day.